The sound is just some accusation, you know what I mean? Dr. Fries about to go insane once again. Now me, Miss a free entertainment, baby. Yeah, one now. What it do? Let's go.
Every time I wake, I go back to prison. Now you make me rest, now you wake me up. All the good things that you do for me, I'm happy, Lord. Wait till I go do, I have to thank you, Lord. Thank God, 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 thank God.
Hey, on my bad fake key. Now on my jet back key, but on the day of Pataki. Harry be like me, shit. Put your stuff you 1,000 naira rap blades, no draw by change. Let me let my thoughts even wait for the shorty ray. Mobo Jiwo Olorun, Kini Mori Ray. Let me let it down, Araye Dotty Console. Let me know really, Simo Fear will control. And then your Jerry Polon to be, along to Pushishi, or with the shit to me yellow bean. Same along we know, the shit here, Paya, along to Benny, what my magic out fire. See my friend one year, I tell it, and my nigga through now. One jam, I let me see, motivate you all in now. I'm now in the medium trip for a shoe. They should buy the packet, man. Oh, Maria, Jesus.
Every time I wake, I go back to prison, Lord. Now you make me rest, now you wake me up. All the good things that you do for me, I'm happy, Lord. Wait till I go do, I have to thank you, Lord. Thank God, 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 thank God.
What's Jerry? Yes, Moti Gallery. Yeah, look where you summary me party on your really. The maximum chibi, head hustle to me. Very low money, menacing your long to your meaning. Won't curry you to let you know how I'm feeling. Want to share breaking like what I'm gonna the feeling. Man, you can not just about Gary Mo. I got just about the exact. Did you want more? The back me tell it what was she one sure. The fellow along in this scene level make it pure. And it too bad more continuous so to suffer to perfect with one along my body will be far. Every time I'm born we saw the concern come. But in every moment they don't plan to come on. Mo dúpẹ́ wípé mo ti délé yẹ̀pẹ̀. Ẹ bá mi jí tó lọ́pẹ́ kó wá bá mi ṣọpẹ́.
Every time I wake, I go back to prison, Lord. Now you make me rest, now you wake me up. All the good things that you do for me, I'm happy, Lord. Wait till I go do, I have to thank you, Lord. Thank God,
Thank God,
thank God,
thank God.
thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank
All right, biafrants, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to every one of you, depending on your time zone, where you're coming across or hearing me from the very first time. My name still remains Rozay. Today is Sunday, being the 11th day of November, or should I say January? Sorry about that, 2026. Yeah. I played my best friend's song because most of you don't know that Green was actually my best friend. This guy, you know, his blessed memory, actually, the day he passed on, we were actually together that day at Ijora 7-Up. And then we went out, we were coming from the island, and then came to meet some people in Suliri. And then we decided to end our trip at Ijora 7-Up. And then he decided to drive home. You know, just stood up and said, Baba, I think Lolly, I don't need to go with that. So now say, what happened? There were a lot of people there. A lot of people, a lot of musicians, all of us gathered day together. The guy decided, okay, it was time for him to leave. Something told me to even tell him, Baba, wait small now, make it reach like 6, make all of us begin to go home. Because I stay on the island, they stay on Maryland, yeah. He stays at Mushi with his parents. He has not moved out of his parents' house, actually. So container, this container that carries goods. Police people stop that container in front of Mushi police station there. Mushi police station. When you're coming from Ojuelegba, going to Mushi from Ojuelegba, the first police station you will meet heading to Mushi, that was where that green passed on. The guy parked, the police people stopped the trailer there, and then were trying to collect money from the trailer guy. The trailer guy told them that they had only, I think, about 1,005, and the police said no, that they wanted to collect 2,000. So they were dragging this thing, and the trailer guy just left the trailer there, locked the trailer, and left the place. So anytime we on our mind come down, I'll come and carry my trailer. That was what happened. And the green didn't know, because that place is very narrow. That road is very narrow. Anybody going to Mushi from, anybody that stays in Lagos, that stays around Mushi, going to Mushi from Ojuelegba knows that road I'm talking about. Very narrow road. So that green was coming, being that we inside don't day a little bit, you don't drink. Well, it wasn't the drink that was the problem, actually, because he was able to drive well. We spoke normal. That green no day under influence of any alcohol. So the moment he was going, he didn't see the trailer. And because that place is dark, and it was early in the morning, where they should have street lights, there was no street light. So that green ran under the trailer. That was how this guy died. That was how we lost him. So they rushed him to loot. They were called to come to loot. Even the people treating him don't know who he is or who he was. They started treating him, and then they forgot to check that this guy had internal bleeding. So it was internal bleeding that messed him up, that unalive thing. That's to tell you, Nigeria should not happen to you. Nigeria has happened to a lot of people. Now, yesterday we got a news that Chimamanda Adije, the son, Nigeria happened to the son. This is the reason why we always say, pray that Nigeria should not happen to you. Anthony Joshua's career is ended. Why? Because Nigeria happened to him. He ended his career. Anthony Joshua is no longer going to fight again. He's no longer going to fight because he said he cannot stand the pain of the loss of his best friend. I understand what that means. You can't be fighting when, the people who you grew up together, who groomed you into that particular, mission is no more with you. These guys are just his backbone. So they are no longer there. So it doesn't make any sense me continuing the fight. So let me just resign. He resigned when he was never supposed to resign. Nigeria happened to him. And he has sworn in his life that he's never going to be in Nigeria. I don't know if that's true, but I saw that on his page. He will never cross Nigeria again. You see, the reason why I came out today is to tell us all this. Now, all of you that thinks that the United States of Biafra is fraud, that call them terrorist organization, we are all fraud. Dr. Gozo Rabweze is a terrorist, Nandi Kanu is a criminal, Simon Ekpa is a birima. All of you will suffer this injustice. And I'm telling you for free. Now, Edo State has been going through some crisis of recent. About 2 weeks ago, somebody called me from Edo State that the kidnapping there is getting too much. That he wants to actually get across to VDM. I said, I don't talk to VDM. I don't have anything to do with him. That's why the fight I have his number, and I know people that can call him and give them these stories. And I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. The guys were really calling me that they want to speak to VDM and they don't know how to get across to him. And I said, okay, chat him up. They said they have gone to his social media handle on Twitter. They've chatted him up. He doesn't respond and all of that. So I called his friend that lives there and then asked the guy, should I give this so person your number? And I did. The guy said, yes, go ahead. And they got to VDM. VDM, remember, he's still in I've forgotten the country he is now, but that's how the country now as we speak. That's how the country as we speak. So he was called, and then they sent him a picture of what is going on. That even military people have gone. They came there, they unalive people and all of that. So the story now. I think he has Morocco. Yeah. So VDM is in Morocco. So he's in Morocco. So they sent the videos to him, and he said he cannot do anything about it because when one injustice happens in Nigeria, and he tried to bring up that injustice for Nigerians to react. Everybody feels that it's not his business. You know, consign us, you know, consign me. You know, consign me, no consign me. Now that he's gotten to his own state, he said, I cannot do anything. Because in Adamawa, 10 women were unalive for doing nothing, for just being in Nigeria, just because they are protesting that insecurity is too much in the country. And what did the military do? The military came, unalive 10 people, they never said a word. Nobody said a word because you know, consign me. You see this thing, this injustice is gradually eating up the nation of Nigeria. Everybody go collect. That one not for free, I tell you. Everybody go collect. So this morning, I was on my way to church. I just come back. Now the guy called me, call VDM because of him people. Where insecurity they happen for them. The guy can't call me, can't talk, say, Rozay, I didn't see your update too. But the thing be say, why I know they really comment, we say, they mostly talk about Biafra. And I don't know how true where this Biafra day. We're just discussing this morning. And I say, bro, I will not force you to join me in my struggle for freedom. I will not force you to believe in what is wrong and what is right. But I will only ask you to watch if you don't believe in what we are doing and see how Biafra will disgrace Nigeria. You might not want to join. You might not believe in what I believe in. You have a right not to stand with what I stand with. That is your business. But I'm telling you, the guy can't talk, say, no. Say, make I explain the thing to Ramon. I said, listen, you are above 18. You don't marry. You got one pikin. You just born. Now, how I go begin tell you what you suppose don't know about? You are an Igbo man. You came from the Igbo tribe. So why would you ask me to start telling you about Biafra? Don't you know about Biafra before? So in every family in the southeast, no family we go talk say in papa, in mama, somebody know they related to the incident of Biafra or to the issue of waiting Biafra go through during Ojukwu period. So you should use that one to know what I'm talking about. So the guy can't talk to you. Okay, the guy can't tell me this morning. I'm just speaking broken so that some of you will understand. The guy was not telling me this morning that they don't use the things scam people too much. So he no the one way he go believe. A lot of people have done different things. A lot of people have told him different things about this Biafra, that we are all scammers, that we are all thieves, that we are all this and that. And I said, Baba, that is the reason why I cannot tell you to believe in what I'm telling you. Because I don't know how to start educating you on what you know, on what you should know better than I do. You are above 18 years. So if you claim not to know about Biafra, that is, I don't know how, you are above 18, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Now, we stopped at that. And he said that Nigeria is not working. We want a country of our own where people can live like humans. And we started discussing about Adije this morning. That look at what happened to the boy. Just give us sample of I think it's blood sample or sample of something, and then the doctors overdosed the child and the child gave up. That is typical. They don't care. They don't send. Woman being life be like chicken for their hand. That is Nigeria I'm talking about. Human being life be like. A lot of people have gone. A lot of my friends, a lot of people where I know, good people, bad people, all of them don't go in the hands of Nigerian police, in the hands of Nigerian military, in the hands of terrorists in Nigeria, and the bad road of the country. All of these things cannot happen in this country. All of these things cannot happen in this country. So when we come out to call on the public to join us to go home, that the USB is the government to follow, that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze has redeclared the nation of Biafra. Some of you call us terrorists. You call us terrorists because you feel that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is she is trying to scam you out of your money. She's trying to, use your money to do what? I don't know. Just like as I am now, start telling you people to donate money for me to do what with it? To actually do what with your money? I am not rich. I don't have money. But the one I have here is okay for me. So why would I tell anybody that is its normal senses to donate money for me to do what with it? So if Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is a medical doctor in abroad, I don't even have a serious profession in this country. Like I don't have I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, But if you talk about being an engineer in some certain things, which I have the qualification, which I am qualified to do, yes, but I don't have where I will call my own empire. What I do for myself. Like when I go out, I have people I pay money to in this country that works for me. I don't have. Dr. Ngozi Orabweze has about 2 hospitals. The one I'm confirmed, that I confirmed. And then she's looking for your $100, $20, $10 to do what with it, my brothers and sisters. If I can use myself as an example with what I already have, with the work I am doing, and I know my income, and I know that even with what I have, my beautiful wife, my wonderful children cannot go hungry under my watch, then what do I need your money for? And then somebody will come and tell you Dr. Ngozi Orabweze has finished the money of Biafra. How? Can you prove that? These people, when you know, they started this thing with Simon Ekpa, when our prime minister was here, you know, they started it. They said, oh, Simon is working with Tinubu. Tinubu is paying Simon $20,000 every month. Tinubu is this, Tinubu is that. At the end of the day, they took away Simon Ekpa. They turned back and started fighting Dr. Ngozi Orabweze. Why? Because they know what we are doing now, don't they get heard? You cannot compare when Simon Ekpa was here doing donation to defend an Igbo, and now that he's no more here, the donation has drastically reduced. Yesterday I was watching how much are they? How much? Come on, for real? No. Realistically, let's be realistic to us. Let's be factual to ourselves. How much are they donating? They donate. They don't believe in the system anymore. They don't believe because of what Adandi Mbo Nandi Egede. Ogechukwu Nkere, the criminal Isaiah Onyogo, the idiots that told our soldiers to stand up because of their confusion and everything coming. They will tell you that Ogechukwu Nkere is the acting prime minister. They will come and tell you Ogechukwu Nkere is now the man talking to Donald Trump to come and free Biafra. Just deceit. Which one you go come for? You don't know. And in that contraction called Nigeria, a lot of people does not have access to internet. And you cannot take that away from them. A lot of people does not have internet. They don't know what is going on. I'm telling you the truth. Yesterday, I was watching this thing. I left, I slept around 11:25. And how much were they donating? Some people will come and donate $50, $100. How much is one granite? How much is one? Let's be realistic to ourselves. Somebody was saying that our soldiers were not looking, they're looking unkempt. They were not looking like soldiers. Some of them did not have shoe. With how much are we going to use to do these things? And this woman, she's even trying to put her own money with the cabinet members who. And I am there, I'm saying, look, is it this? Let us be realistic for once. Let us coordinate our mind, coordinate ourselves for once. And tell ourselves the truth. $50, $100 for AK in America that are selling 3,000, or some of them is 1,500, 6,000. Then you buy it in quantum. For anybody who is saying that we are buying weapons to give to our people in the forest, you are right, oh. We are not going to use stick to defend our land. We are not going to use broom to fight Nigerian terrorist army in our soil. We're not going to use. We will arm ourselves to defend our land. So if that is giving you sleepless nights, we give you sleepless nights from now till generation comes. It doesn't concern us, because Ojukwu did not fight this war with broom. He didn't fight with his hand. He fought with AKs. He fought with, in fact, to the extent that we ran out of weapons, we started making weapons in our land. So if you are talking about people that we are defending our land with AKs, yes, we're not going to defend Biafran land with machete. We're not going to defend Biafran land with broom. We're not going to defend Biafran land with fleet or water. We're going to defend it with the same weapon that the Nigerian states have, even ×2 of what they have. That is what we are going to use to defend an Igbo. So stop all this your madness on social media. Stop all this your rubbish, talking nonsense on social media. We're not going to defend an Igbo Biafran land with cane. No, we're going to defend it with the same weapon that the Nigerian states have. It is my right to say that. It is my right to defend my life. It is my right. It is my right to defend ourselves, to defend myself in Biafran land. A lot of people had firearms before 2015. Buhari came in and asked the Nigerian people to go and drop their firearms, to drop their firepowers, and armed Fulani. So Fulani is okay to carry guns, to carry AK, and unalive our people, destroy our livelihood, destroy our lives. We, the citizens of Biafra, has no right. People are joking. You think this your nonsense, what is it called? Blackmailing will work. You think it's going to work? You think it's going to work? Oh, Wazulike came out the other day. It is the people that is in abroad that is arming these people in the forest. Oh, really? But you said your commander was killed in front of you. Is that not what you said? So if your commander has the firepower that these people have and repel them and unalive them before they even get close to them, would this have been the story today? Would you not have been able to win that war against Nigeria and then declare Biafra? But you see somebody doing it now, you are angry. You see that people are getting it right, you are angry. They called you. They called you to come and fight, to come and spill the narrative, because the Northerners, they don't have level again now. The world don't know, say they're all terrorists. All of them. The world knows who they are today. Pray. Pray. Nigeria should not happen to you. Nigeria is a very bad country. You see the way Omotosho quickly, arrogantly jailed Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and expect us to go and relax. Jailed Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, a man that has no firearms. And what did he do? The Sultan of Sokoto say, bring that idiot here. He will rot in jail here. Nobody will do anything about it. Do we know that it was Sultan of Sokoto that was supporting this evil? Did you people know? No, none of you did. None of us knew. None of us knew that it was Sultan of Sokoto. These are the cabals that they have in Nigeria. These are the people that cannot let Bola Ahmed Tinubu do anything in that government. These are the people that jail Mazin Nnamdi Kanu using the Yoruba, the foolish Yoruba people. Because they are very stupid people. They are very foolish people. Yoruba people are the most treacherous human being I've seen on my earth. They are two-faced people. They don't stand in one place. Anywhere they see money, that is where they face. Look at Sunday Igboho. That was so Yoruba nation, everywhere in the Yoruba nation. Speaking for his people. When they gingered him, when they gave him small change. Come on, stop. Did he not stop? He stopped. He didn't say a word. We don't know. We are no more seeing Sunday Igboho again. But Nnamdi Kanu can be detained. Nnamdi Kanu can be jailed by Justice Omotosho. And you see this evil. You see, they called VDM the other day. Listen, guys, let me tell you people the truth. I don't like VDM. I don't like him. Nobody's going to take that away from me. For me, I'm saying it categorically clear. I do not like VDM. But sometimes they tell you, take the message and throw away the messenger. That's what I do. I don't like him. So don't come and say, oh, he's joining. No. We are not fighting for the same. We don't believe in the same thing. VDM believes that Nigeria is going to be better. I don't believe in my life that Nigeria can be better. This is what they started telling us when we were young. My father, well, what are you doing? Why are you playing ball by this time of the hour? You're supposed to be in lessons. Why are you outside? Don't you remember that you're the leaders of tomorrow? And they will punish you. Go and read your book. Go and read your book. Go and read your book. If you did not go to read your book, in fact, my father gets you. When he's coming back, you're playing ball. Or when he's coming back, he sees you playing a video game. Oh, our people will talk, Yoruba people will talk, your own don't finish that day. I'm telling you, but upon everything, we just to get job. What I read in Nigeria is not what I am using to work. I didn't even use it for one day to work. And I'm asking, well, how are we the leaders of tomorrow? How? They deceive you in Nigeria. Now, look at it. Is it not Wike's son now that is bringing to become House of Senate member? House of Rep member? Is it not his son that has just finished university in this country? And they called us leaders of tomorrow. You see, when you keep quiet for this kind of evil to continue, when you keep quiet when evil is happening before you, when it will get to you, every other person will keep quiet. Every other person will keep quiet. And that is the simple truth. Every other person will turn a deaf ear because it's normal. It is normal in Nigeria for people that are innocent should be jailed for committing no crime. People that have nothing to do with fraud, it is okay for them to be jailed and then demanding money from them for their bail conditions. Just like I was, excuse me, I was in my office on Friday, and then my wife called me that the brother was arrested, that they used his BVN to launder over 3 billion naira. They made him the manager. So I don't know how. So I was asking questions. So how did they get his BVN? They said it was money points, from money points to one bank that she mentioned. I didn't know. So I tried investigating the whole thing. I called the sisters, I called people from Nigeria, and they said, look, that they have traced, and they saw that they've seen that the guy is not involved, that it was actually a Ponzi scheme, that he used his account, but they made him the CEO of the company and all whatnot. I didn't understand what it was, but what got my attention is that they took him to they took this guy to Ikoyi police, whatever, that those people are next to what is he called? They are next to EFCC and all whatnot. They are fraud units and all of that. And then they said the guy should bring level 15 government worker before he can be released. I say, really? Police is giving this condition in Nigeria. Police said it is the DPO that said so. And I'm like, level 15. The police giving such stringent condition for somebody to. So when did the police station take over the court's premises? So the commissioner of police or whoever was there is now the magistrate of that police station. That they can tell you to go and get a level 15 person, someone who has a landed property in Lagos, so that they can release the guy. But the law said a suspect is not guilty until proven guilty by the competent courts of jurisdiction. You see how they turn the laws upside down. That is why Nigeria must be broken. That is why we cannot stay in Nigeria. That is why everything wrong is in Nigeria. And I tell you people for free, if you continue to support this evil, it will get to you. It will get to you. It will get to every one of you. Nigeria has happened to so many people. A DJ that could not come and mention Biafra from her mouth, regardless of where she's coming from. Now Nigeria has, and why is she even crying? Has she ever come out to even say the injustice, talk about the injustice that they're melting on in the Igbo, most especially the unlawful detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No, she has not. But Nigeria has happened to her. You see why we are shouting? You see why we are crying? You see why every time I am on social media shouting? Now let us get it right this time around. We don't need Mazi Nnamdi Kanu them to continue to come out and tell us what we should do. We do not need Simon to come out and start saying Nigeria is terrible before we'll understand that Nigeria is finished. We don't need them anymore. They have done their part. They have placed us where we should understand our left from our right and our right from our left. Nigeria is not a working country and can never work. Do not deceive yourself. Don't preach Nigeria to me. Preach any other thing to me. Don't preach Nigeria to me. Because I tell you, Nigeria is evil. They are demonic. They are demonic. Arresting somebody, and then you done your investigation, you found out that this guy has no hand in the crime, and you are asking for level 15 officer to come and bail the boy. Come on. person will not even know level 10. And I finally brought somebody from level 13. And they said, no, they need level 15. Haba. That's Nigeria for you. Pray that Nigeria should not happen to you. Pray. All these things that we are doing, we're just managing Nigeria. But thank God that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze stood her ground on that 29th day of November and boldly redeclared the independent state of Biafra. If not, what are we going to... In fact, by now, everybody for don't tire. Maybe would have gone and cut. That is why you should pray for these people. Leave Dr. Ngozi Orabueze out of this first. You see Simon, the engineer of this whole progress to success. You know, these are the people we should pray for. The people who confuse Nigeria. Who confuse Nigeria. Outsmarted Nigeria in the world. Already declared. And they thought, when they thought the whole thing is coming to an end, when the world thought there was no more level, when the world thought that it is finished, that once we hold on to this man called Simon, that is the end. No, they didn't know that there was somebody called Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. They never knew. You know, so that's why sometimes you act stupid. So that even your enemies will think you are very stupid. So when they want to strike, they will say, no, this guy, he doesn't know what he's doing. And then they will strike. Then when the time is come, you will show them who you are. That's what Dr. Ngozi Orabueze did. That is why we can talk and preach Biafra today. That is why I can come and tell you that the military in Biafra land from Nigeria, they are just passing time. Wallahi, you go get time where we say these people no go see where they go escape again. And they don't see escape route again. We have peacefully written to them. We have peacefully told them. We have even used the word to tell them, leave our soil. In peace, in peace. They said no. That we must join force together and become one Nigeria. That's what that's their idiocy. And when you talk, they will call you a terrorist. Hey, you are terrorizing. Hey, you are terrorizing Nigeria. Oh, you are talking about Nigeria, a sovereign nation. What nonsense, stupid sovereign nation. But you are in a sovereign nation, killing their people, destroying properties and life, raping their women and all whatnot. That's in Biafran land, and we are asking you to go in peace. You refuse. And then when we now start, that is when the Europeans will step in and tell you, you are committing act of terrorism. They are not seeing what Nigerian government is doing in Biafran land today. They are not seeing it. They are paying deaf ear, turning a blind eyes because it's Igbos. When people like this criminal Tinubu comes up now, these terrorist financiers, Tinubu and Shetima, when they start writing now, they say, oh, these people are terrorizing us. And that is where you say, because of their common interest. Because of their common interest, nothing else. They will now gag that person, arrest the person, give you 20 years sentence. This is what they know how to do. Call you a terrorist because you know they had them. You know they had them. Every small thing, terrorists, prove it. They can't. They can't prove it that we're all terrorists. Have you seen the kind of country you want us to become one? And then when we ask them, let us go, they refuse. When we ask Nigeria, give us rights for self-determination so that we can decide where to stay. We can decide if we want to be with Nigeria. No, but they love to oppress us. They love to intimidate us. They love to fight us. They love to do everything inhumane to Biafrans. And they expect us to be nice. They expect us to be cool. Go to Aspanda market now today. Go to Lagos Island. Go to everywhere that Igbo people have shops, businesses. Yoruba people are destroying our businesses. It's like putting fire on all of them, destroying our goods, destroying our livelihood. Who is going to speak for us? Nobody. Nobody. Absolutely no one is going to talk. Why? Because the people that they fear the most have been arrested because of our mineral resources. Tell me, didn't Alexander Stubb know that Nigeria was evil? Even when Donald Trump designated Nigeria as a CPC country, did Alexander Stubb say anything? Did he say a word? He never said a word because he knows that he has gone into bilateral agreements with Nigeria. Look, this thing is just, it's just rocket science. It's not rocket science, I mean to say. Now, You don't know before. Let's assume you don't know. Let's assume that you felt that you were lied to by a prime minister. Let's assume that you know nothing about the criminality of Nigeria. But when Canadian courts proscribed APC and PDP as a terrorist organization, that should have been a wake-up call for you. No, they didn't say anything. They continued with their business because these people. It is now that I knew that these Western people can be very corrupt. Alexander Stubb did not say anything. Now Trump came in and designated Nigeria as CPC, a country of particular concern. Alexander Stubb kept quiet. Even when Trump striked Sokoto, where he would have said, "Oh, really? We didn't know that this high level of terrorism was being carried out by Nigerians," and said, "Oh, we are sorry, Biafrans, because we sent pictures. We tagged this man. We showed him assault that was committed by the Nigeria, the illegality that Nigerian did in Biafran soil. This man paid deaf ear. He didn't even listen to us. He didn't even say, bam." That is a man you think I will come and lord over. He's a madman. He's mad. Alexander Stubb is an idiot. He will never rise again. He can never, not on our watch, not in Biafran's watch. The people who has built, go and check, go to Finland today. Any person you see as Igbo walking at the train station, being a security man, standing on the road, speak Igbo to that person, the person is going to respond. Yoruba people, did they walk anywhere? Their own is fraud. Enter one place, give woman belly, begin collect benefit. That's what they do in this country. That is what they do in most of the European country. Since the day this thing happened, Igbos have started thinking twice. And that is why we need our nation. We need to live. So your best friend, a guy who was in your best military is a reserved military officer, which is our prime minister in Finland. Our prime minister is a lawyer. He knows better. He knows the international law. So not like our prime minister went against the international law. Nothing. He didn't do nothing. And I can quote it right through from here. He never committed any offense. It was petitions that they wrote against him. And that is why when you come and see them, say, "Hey, my Dr. Ngozi Arabese is not doing woto. You will see them, yo. It is so that they will write the same petition. Now they don't know what to do. Our people are dying. And I wonder, when you people we are not Nigeria that run the same circle every year and get the same results every year. We are not Nigeria. They wrote petition against Mazin Nandikan. They wrote petition against Simon. And you want them to write petition? You people are mad. We're not Nigerians. And you will see them shouting, "Woto, hey, Ngozi Arabese, our people are dying, Hey, we are not seeing your woto again." Very stupid people. You said we should go legal, and the woman is taking it legally. And then the legal framework is, you people are seeing the woto in a different way, but you still want to acknowledge that it's Ngozi Arabese. Somebody will tell you it's because of me that Trump struck Nigeria. My God. Sorry. But somebody will come and tell you, I was because of my activities in America that Trump struck Nigeria. It's a lie. It's a lie. Okay, Nkere is a criminal. He's a thief. Okay, do you know, guys, you people didn't know what happened. Okay, Chukwu Nkere, Sonia Barawa, Ruby Nadi, Chiomo Koma, Imam, all these people, Imam Matabu, they knew the prime minister was going to be taken. So they came up with a document to overthrow prime minister the next day. Less than 24 hours. They started fighting because after the redeclaration, they were going to declare, they were going to go on to declare. After that redeclaration, Nigeria, that is the end. That was their plan. These people are evil. And that is why I keep telling Ogechukwu Nkiri, God will not cease to punish you if you don't sue me for defamation. God will not cease to punish you if you don't sue me, and that I said that you collected money from Peter Mba to destroy the independent state of Biafra. God will not cease to punish you. You will not live long if you don't sue me. Very heartless person, very wicked, very wicked. Very wicked. Ogechukwu Nkiri is very heartless. And then he came out the other day and was telling you that he was the one. Can you imagine? After destroying Biafrans, you still came out to tell us that you asked our military to stand down, to show Dr. Ngozi Orebweze what? To show her that you're bigger than her. You are an illiterate. And then you are, in fact, there are people who they call educated fools. You're not even 1/4 of, you didn't even pass secondary school. I don't know how Prime Minister brought somebody like you to become a finance officer. A criminal like you that cannot read and write. Nigerian government contracted you to come and destroy us. That is Ogichukwu Nkiri. God will not cease to punish you if you say, I'm lying to you. I'm lying against you. If you don't come and sue me, God will not cease to punish you. These guys are wicked, heartless. They massacred our people. They destroyed our people's life. They even went as far as jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are still coming to deceive Biafrans. You are APM. God, you and I are APM. You look in America. Stupid man. Stupid man. Every time they look for what to say. They look for narratives to push against Dr. Ngozi Orebweze. Do what that woman is doing. You can't. Give us evidence that this woman is a terrorist. You cannot. And that is she not tired today? Is she? Do you still see her come to shout this like a mad dog every time? Oh, they told us media is power. I never knew. Realistically, I never knew that media was power until they told us, and we started using it, and we find out how strong media can be. And since then, they thought that they can subdue us. They thought that they can suppress us. They thought that they can overshout, they can shout, and then we run away. Because Nigerian government paid them. Because they were paid by Tinubu. You people don't know how terrible that man is. None of you do. You don't know how terrible Tinubu is. Tinubu is a very terrible man. This is a man that cannot enter United States of America. This is a man that cannot go and see Donald Trump. And yet he has the nerves to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, Simon Ekpa a terrorist. So what is your offense? What made Tinubu he cannot enter America today? Why is Tinubu scared of going to America? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Why is it avoiding to get into American country? Even with what Donald Trump is doing, why is it afraid to get into America or to go into America? Why is he afraid if all is well with him? Tinubu is worse than a Yahoo boy. Tinubu is worst. A drug dealer, a drug cartel, just as this Venezuela guy. Do you see how many people they released in prison? Do you see how many people, the joy of the families of the people that they released in prison? Thousands on the street of the prison was filled up. Just go and watch that video. You see it. The street of the prison were filled up. Cars could not pass. Overjoyed that they took a tyrant away from the position of power. Very big idiots. They are making the world a dangerous place to live. This man, this Venezuela president, jailed people for, this is just the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. Jailed people for no reason. If you oppose him, he will arrest you and jail you. If you come to speak ill against him and his government, they will execute you. So many people were giving testimonies. In Venezuela, they said, Trump, please be the president for life. Some of them were praising Trump that after 3 years, Trump is good. They are not happy that Trump will leave. That they want somebody like Trump to be in power forever. And Nigeria has derived you a lot. And I keep telling you people one thing. The moment some of you leave the four walls of Nigeria, the moment you leave Nigeria, I can tell you for free, you will know that Nigeria has wasted your life. That is the simple truth. The moment you leave the four walls of Nigeria, you will understand where I'm coming from. That Nigeria wasted your life for no reason. Today, let me count it out for you. Today, in Nigeria, you don't have steady electricity. Today, some of you cannot afford paying your house rent in Nigeria. Today, some of you cannot afford your children going to the best of school in Nigeria. That is for real. Today, some of you cannot even afford to buy car to use on your own. Ima, there is this thing that my mom used to tell me those days, that I have to be educated so that I can be like my mates. You know, when my mates are buying cars, I'll be like them. When my mates are building, I'll be like them. So one of my cousin, the guy has money very well. He's an Igbo man. He doesn't know how to speak English. So the guy now said, "Adoroki ibe na go akwa." So now I asked him, what is the meaning of the, because that was deep. He said, not being like your mate is always, this was what my mom was telling me then. Not being like your mate always make you feel bad, and it can lead you to commit crime. But did Nigeria give you such soft landing? Nigeria didn't give any one of you that kind of soft landing. Today, you can see, come to Nigeria. A lot of people I know that will finish the same school, University of Lagos. I don't hide it. Go there and check. Get my details from there. It's there. I know they tell you what I know be. I schooled in Akoka, Western College, Unike Yaba. That is my secondary school. Chivy Nursery and Primary School is where my primary school. So I went to. So I don't hide my own. I know they hide my own. I know they hide that. Some people say, why are you saying it? Guy, go and verify. We are not like Tinubu that does not have classmates. He doesn't know the school he went to. You know? Doesn't know the school he went to. Now, it seems to me that so many people in Nigeria cannot afford the best schools. And that is the simple truth. Why? Because you have a bad government. Why? Because you have a government that is not working. Now, let us leave all those things. Let us come to the basic necessity of life. Foodstuffs in Nigeria is very expensive. Rice is expensive. Gari is expensive. Beans is expensive. Yam, even egg. I had that one egg. Now, I don't know how true this is. That I had that one egg in Nigeria is almost 700 naira. That's what I had. I don't know if that's true. I'm not going to... It is, if they like, let them sell it 1,000. It's not my business. But if the government has provided enabling environment for every of us, every of you, I'm not going to be in this country. We're not going to be talking about Biafra. That is the simple truth. We're not going to be fighting for a separate... Nnamdi Kanu is not going to be fighting to leave Nigeria. And none of us here is going to be fighting. None of us here will come and be sensitizing the public that we want to go. Now, Nigeria is the last country that will give you employment. A lot of my friends that we went to the same school, they are in Yaba selling clothes. These are guys that are well read. These are guys, when they are speaking, you will know that this one is very lettered, very sound. Some of them are driving buses from Oju Elegba to Oyingbo market. From Oyingbo to Oju Elegba. Some of them, they are conductors. These are educated elites. Some of them are selling CD plates to eat. Some of them, they are selling woman brazier on this thing. What is it called? Yaba market. Some of them are doing also afia because their papa and mama no get. Have you seen the kind of country you are in? That is why when we are saying we need to go home, we need to go and build our nation as Biafrans so that we can be... Okay, somebody said it's 300 naira, one egg. Okay, all right. So we can compete among other nations of the world. You said you don't want it. Now, let me tell you one thing in this country that is very okay, yeah? You can never suffer for lack of food. Lights is steady. Power supply is steady. You don't pay school fees here until your son gets to university. That is number one. That's number two. Number three, in this country, you can never stay outside. That's what they call council. Council will come, ask why you are living outside, you are not able to pay your rent and all whatnot. If your reasons are genuine and you have kids, they'll give you a house. Council will continue to pay for that house. Council are part of the government because you were when we were working, as a time that you were working, you paid council taxes, you paid you pay your taxes. Those taxes that they get collecting from you, they're going to be waiting for you in the future. So when you say you don't have money, the government approves it for you to have a debit card or credit card. That credit card, when you start working, you start paying back the government. They start subtracting the money from you gradually. Any amount you are willing to pay monthly, they will ask you to pay it. They make your life very easy. So they don't make you broke. They don't make you start stealing. There is a country that, I've forgotten the name of this country. It's in Europe here. That country, they don't have prison in that country. They don't build prison because nobody steals there. Everybody knows what to do. Sorry, guys. They don't steal. The country, I'll look for that country's name again. I've forgotten. No, there's nobody steals in that country because the government has taken it upon themselves to make sure that every citizen is okay. You cannot just come and see things being done anyhow. When you are driving on the road, everybody knows what to do at every point in time. When you come to a junction where you see the red light, you know what to do. You already know what to do. Nobody needs to tell you anything. Nobody needs to run after you. Nobody needs to run after your car. So everything is stage managed in this country. If as a result of me not having money, God forbid, not to feed my family today, I will just go to charity home and get something for my children to eat. And when I get to charity home, they want, you have hand and head. Why are you not? And I'll give them the reason why. And they will give me food. I would go there and eat. I'll take my family there, they will go and eat. Does Nigeria have all these basic necessities? The answer is no. They don't. They subject you to all manner of intimidation, oppression, and suppression, tell you that you can't do nothing, and truly you can't do anything. And that is why the people ruling you does not believe that Nigeria can ever work. If they do believe, why do they always go for medical treatment abroad? I keep asking that question, and nobody has been able to answer me. You believe that I am a good man, and yet you don't believe when I tell you I'm a good man, but you want my money. And if I refuse to give you money, you call me a bad person. That is how Nigeria is. Sorry, guys. That is how Nigeria is. So Nigeria can never work. It won't work. Not in a million years. The people who have seen it, that told us that Nigeria cannot work, they're not joking. They ain't joking. They know that Nigeria can never work. So in this country, everything is organized for the citizens. So that you don't say this is the reason why you are not working. You see, one thing about this country, they built hell and they built heaven. So choose where you want to go. But Nigeria did not build heaven. They built only hell. A country that does not respect the rule of law. A country that does not respect other people's rights to self-determination. Is that a country? Nigeria is evil. I'm telling you for free. Tinubu is evil. Where is Tinubu, if I may ask, guys? Where are these people today that were shouting, Igbos are terrorists? Oh, Biafrans are terrorists. IPOBs are this or that. Where are they today? Now they have gotten what they are doing now. They are looking for a weakling in the part of Igbo, people that Igbo love so much, to come and tell you that IPOB, Biafra are all terrorists. That is why they brought Wazurike. A foolish man that doesn't have brain. A man that his brain is thinking faculties is failing him already. That's who they brought to us to tell us that they've not got a prime minister. Have you seen in Nigeria? You have a prime minister in Nigeria as a Biafran. Hi! Oh. In Nigeria, you have the nerves to come out and tell Nigerian government that you have a prime minister in Biafran land. And Nigerian government kept quiet. They left you alone. Wazurike. You know, this is how they shift the narrative. This is how they change people's mind. So, now, we are walking in one direction. What is that direction? The United States of Biafra, which is USB, presently under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. They tell you no, she's a terrorist. They tell you no, that she's not in good term with Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. They tell you no, Nnamdi Kanu knows nothing about her. Now ask those people, how are we going to do it to get it better? How are we going to do it to get it right? They don't know. Ask them, what is the way forward? They don't know. Ask them, how are we going to do it to, not to go through the ways of harming people or destroying lives and properties or, bringing down the people who are bringing us down? They don't know. But they only come and tell you Ngozi Orabueze is a terrorist. And tell, oh, we want non-violence Biafra. Owazurike, you're a madman. I can tell you that for free. Owazurike, in Lagos State here, where Tinubu said is the Jagaban of Nigeria, where Tinubu tells you that he's the one ruling Lagos, he's the owner of Lagos State. Lekki people, they were peaceful protesting. Lekki were protesting peacefully. Peacefully. They were not carrying arms. These people did not, their only weapon was placard and SAS. Owazurike, they gunned them down. You saw army came there, they opened fire, live firearm. They came and opened fire on civilians, protesters that were not carrying anything. Their only flag, Nigerian flag, they carried Nigerian flag and they shot at them. The same thing with Biafrans. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was agitating, no firearms, nothing like broom or stick, nothing. Our only weapon was our flag. They shot at us. Owazurike, that is the same thing that you're telling us. Who is the aggressor? I keep asking Owazurike, who are the aggressors among Biafra and Nigeria? So Nigeria will leave you to have peaceful protests. And this is the narrative that they're pushing now. They don't want people to be protesting in Nigeria. Because in Adamawa, when they protested, they shot at them. They killed 10 women. Yesterday, they shot at a protester in Edo State and unalived one person. That was why the guy was calling me to, get across to VDM. And today, VDM said he's not interested. Why? Because the small thing where they go shakara on with gun on a go run. That is the narrative now. And that is a country you want me to be. That's the way Nigeria never happened to. Now they talk, say we won't become one Nigeria. I'll be clapping for one Nigeria. I pity you people. The reason why I pity all of you is that you don't know that Biafra has been redeclared. You don't know. You don't know. But we are just telling you for free. Follow Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Biafra has been redeclared. Biafra has been redeclared. Follow the right people. Follow the right people. You know how they tell Onana and they say will be terrorists. That is your where the whole thing. Oh, they are all terrorists. You don't have sense. These people don't know what they are saying. Oh, they are just online country. I hear that a lot. But the reality on ground is that we are already gone. We are no longer Nigeria. We are no longer Nigeria. And the honest truth is, you can stay and not want to join Biafra, but when the time comes, I don't know if they might be able to allow you to join Biafra again. But all of us are all Biafrans. We can always come back home when the country is peaceful. Well, we're going home soon. So whatever they are telling you people that Biafra is no more here, or Biafra is not for real, just forget about them. Just don't mind them, because the truth remains that Biafra has been redeclared under Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, and nobody is going to change that. Nobody, not even the devil himself, can change that. Even the devil himself can change that. So, please, in all you do, I keep telling you guys this: do not let Nigeria to happen to you. Those of you that are one Nigerialists, you come here and you write rubbish. Oh, Nigeria is still a good country. Oh, P2B is coming in 2027. That's your problem. It's not my problem. But I keep telling you, don't let Nigeria happen to you. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you. Don't. Because the moment Nigeria happened to you, that is where you wake up and wanting to do the right thing. And by that time, it would have been too late. Because I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the simple truth. It would have been too late. Start now to protect yourself, your family, and all whatnot. Believe in the system. Do not let that system of Nigerian to destroy you. The system of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, believe in her. Believe in them. Don't believe in me. You just can even tell me that I'm a criminal. Fine. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of my own life, my children's life, believe in the United States of Biafra. Opportunities might come, and if you have anything to present to them, take it there. In Biafran land, there is not going to be poverty. In Biafran land, there will be steady power supply. I'm promising you that, because nobody can be corrupt in that government. In Biafran land, there will be basic necessity. There will be hospital. There will be schools, free education for people. I'm telling you the truth. We will make it happen. We will push the government to it. And that is why I am neutral. We will force the government. If they don't want, they will do it. The government has already provided enabling jobs for Biafrans. Jobs without even them having having hold of the resources. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So you will have jobs to pay for your bills. You will have jobs to live a normal life. In this country, nobody sleeps with anybody for iPhone. If you want to get iPhone, you go and get it in shop. Very easy, and pay later. Because there is job. But in Nigeria, our girls have to be sleeping around. Some of them, Yahoo boys will use them before they can get iPhone. But it doesn't happen like that here. So please, Biafrans, just let us do the right thing. Let us do the needful so that we can quickly and as fast as we can go home this year by supporting Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Please, I beg all of you. Thank you so much. I think this is 1 hour now. I will have to stop here and then probably come back tomorrow, which is on Monday, to speak to us. I think for now, that is all I have to say. But I'm always here for you guys. I'm always here. One thing I want you guys to understand is this. The Yorubas are brothers, but we keep a distance from them. They are human beings like us. We don't hate people. We like them, but we just hate their attitude. They are fraudulent. Then they easily compromise. They easily compromise. And for free, I'm going to tell you guys this. I like to work with Yorubas more than my people in this country for reasons best known to me. So, but we will not forget what they did to us. It was on Motosho, a Yoruba man that convicted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was a Yoruba man that they used to destroy Biafrans. It was a Yoruba man today they want to use again to destroy that same Biafra. But it's not going to work because on Motosho is going to be scrutinized very soon and come to tell the world how he came about that judgment he gave to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I really don't know what people are saying, if it's true or false, that ICC, but I don't think ICC have done anything about that, because if they have, I would have seen it, but I don't think so. But I know something is definitely going to happen. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out. It will come out very soon. And believe you me, nobody is going to stop this redeclaration from happening. Thank you so much, and may God bless you guys from here. I love you guys. Bye.